In this season, we will see a sweet romantic story in which a rich girl Jing loves a poor boy Neon, and because of this they have to face a lot of difficulties. Jing is a very rich girl who has never had to do her job in life, because the servants always follow her. One secret of her life is that she has two mothers. In front of the world, Jing's real mother is her stepmom. And no one knows about her real mom. Her real mom comes to visit her from time to time. But her stepmom doesn't like to be with Jing that much. Both want Jing to marry a rich boy. That's why her stepmom fixed her life with a boy named Zhang. And it was also beneficial for her company. She wanted Jing to spend more time with Zhang and marry him after 3 months. Jing was against this, but she couldn't say anything in front of her stepmom. So Jing gets ready and comes to a party to meet Zhang with her stepmom. Her stepmom tells her to go to the rooftop and meet Zhang. Jing had not met Zhang since childhood, so she only knew that he was wearing white clothes. A boy plays the piano. He thinks he is Zhang and plays the piano with him to impress him, but he ignores him. Then Zhang comes there and gives his intro to Zhang and tells him that the one playing the piano is his senior Neon Yu. Zhang accuses him of cheating on Neon Yu, but he ignores him again and leaves. Zhang and Zhang start talking. And Zhang remembers, so he doesn't like her, and asks Jing to cancel the wedding. He makes a false excuse by holding Yang, a waitress present there, that he likes her, so he can't marry Jing. Jing starts fighting with him, and the three fall into the pool. Zhang saves Yang and takes him out of the pool. Then Neon Yu jumps into the pool and saves Jing and brings him out. Neon Yu. Jing was caught by mistake, so she starts screaming at him instead of thanking him. But Neon Yu leaves without saying anything. Jing decides to take revenge on Zhang. He waits for him outside his house the next day. Then Neon Yu passes by. His notebook falls, which Jing takes and keeps with him. Zhang and Jing fight again. So Jing comes to his favorite bookstore in anger. Neon Yu becomes a teddy and does a part-time job. Jing thinks of him as a statue and sits next to him. And she talks to him about everything in her heart. But then she starts beating Teddy to vent her anger on Zhang. Then Neon Yu moves and tells him that he is a human being, but he doesn't say anything. Jing apologizes to him, but then she spends a lot of time with him. Neon Yu keeps listening to him all the time, and doesn't say anything, after spending time with Jing. She comes home where she can see her smiling because of Jing's actions. When Jing comes home, her stepmom scolds her a lot for spoiling her marriage with Zhang. So Jing decides to study in her college to convince Zhang. Here we see a small cut of Jing's past in which we find out that Jing's real mother didn't have money to raise him. So she brought Jing and gave it to her stepmom so that she could live a good life. But only on the condition that only his stepmom will be seen in front of the world. After this we see that due to family pressure, Yang, despite not wanting to, comes to take Jing to college the next day. After reaching college, they see that Yang is very happy to talk to Neon Yu, which takes Yang with him immediately. Neon Yu ignores Jing and goes to college, which makes Jing very angry. Yang's best friend comes to Yang and offers him to go to college. Ju's friend Liang also joins them, and they have a lot of fun together. Yang also asks about Yang from Jingzhuo, which tells him that Yang is a poor girl. He is only in this college because his dad saved the principal's life. After talking to him, Jing comes to the swimming pool, where she starts taking pictures of boys to draw, and they start arguing. Jing gets angry and leaves, but his diary falls, which Neon Yu picks up. Jing up and leaves. Music class late, where she sees that music teacher is punishing the children in a wrong way. Jing, while supporting the children, tells the music teacher that she will play any song she says on the piano. If she plays it right, the music teacher will leave everyone and will never punish. Saying this, she starts playing the song the teacher says, which impresses everyone. In this, Neon Yu comes out of the class, which makes a mistake by Jing. Yang Yu comes to the class and supports Jing, and finally, because of these two, the music teacher gives up. After class, Yang praises Jing, on which Jing does bad things against him, because in his eyes, Jing is still a spoiled child. Jing listens to him and fights with him again. Zhang takes Yang and leaves from there, and Jing stays sad there. She gets ready and goes to the restaurant before Zhang and sees Yang working as a waitress. Yang accidentally drops the food on a girl who starts to misbehave with her. Zhang runs away from the girl and gets some food on her clothes. Yang starts to clean her and accidentally pushes her away from Jing. Zhang comes and sees that Jing is bullying Yang. He says very bad things to everyone and throws water at him and takes Yang. After he leaves, Jing cries and walks outside to the sea. In Yang's teddy bear costume, he brings an umbrella for him. Jing hugs him and starts crying. After this, the scene ends here. Next morning, Jing opens his eyes in his room, but he doesn't remember how he got home. She had a teacher in college. She wanted to get good marks in college and she wanted to get a tutor for Jing. Jing was busy somewhere else and she left without thinking. She came home at night and she found out that her uncle had hired Nian Yu as her tutor. She told her to be a genius in front of her stepmom. But she started fighting with her in her room. Then she thought of her uncle. Nian Yu sees that Jing doesn't like studying. Then he takes out his diary and blackmails him. And finally Jing starts studying properly. In college, everyone starts talking bad about Jing because of Zhang. But she tolerates everything quietly. Nian Yu comes to teach him again, where Jing hugs him by mistake. Here Nian Yu gets a panic attack, and we find out that he can't hug anyone because with it, his bad memories. Nian Yu pushes Jing and leaves. Jing's stepmom forces her to convince Zhang again, which makes Jing decide to take part in the orchestra. She practices playing the violin all night, and the next day when Nian Yu comes, she feels very sleepy. She feels bad when she sees him, and he starts playing the piano to tell her to rest. Jing puts her head on her shoulder and puts her on a bed. Then he takes her to the toilet. In college, Jing plays the violin very well. Then the music teacher tells her to find a partner. No one is ready to support her. Then in the Nian Yu class, Jing decides to take part in the college orchestra. Zhou Xinjing knows that there is a dance competition in college, so she wants to dance with Zhang. She comes to the school to learn, where she asks Jing to be her partner. Jing tells Jing the name of a difficult dance and says that he is going to dance. The next day, Jing is worried in the college. Then Zhou tells him that he is the best dancer of Nian Yu College. She can help him. Jing comes to the bookstore after college, where she shares her story with Teddy again. She comes home and thinks of following Nian Yu. He sings and sings to the children. A child falls down by accident by Jing, and Nian Yu immediately helps the child. Jing apologizes to him and tells the story to the children, and Nian Yu just keeps watching him smiling from behind. After this, Jing is brought to the dance studio with him, where he asks questions to him, but he does not answer anyone. Nian Yu starts teaching him to dance, and Jing also starts dancing very well with his help. Both of them fall and Nian Yu kisses Jing by mistake. Jing pushes him and starts getting angry at him. Then Nian Yu kisses him again. After that, he runs away from there. The next day, he comes to Jing's school acting normal, where Zheng calls Jing. Nian Yu doesn't let him talk on the phone, and Zheng gets jealous on the phone after hearing a girl's voice. He immediately comes to Jing's house, but Zhang sees them. He gets angry with him, and Nian Yu also ignores Jing the next day. Zhang learns about Jing's going to the bookstore. He blackmails him. Jing thinks that Zhang is a teddy bear. That's why he knows about his secret. Zhang gets jealous of Nian Yu. That's why he takes Jing with him for dance practice. Here we see that Yang took pictures of Jing and Nian Yu kissing. After Jing left, she showed this picture to Zheng. The day of the dance competition comes, where Zheng dances with Yang instead of choosing Jing in front of everyone, and kisses him in front of everyone. This is very insulting to Jing. But then Nian Yu comes and tells Jing to dance with him, and they both dance very well together. After the dance, Jing comes to fight Zheng, where he shows her pictures kissing him and Nian Yu. Everyone starts to speak ill of Jing, and she comes home crying with all the blame on Nian Yu. Her stepmom scolds her a lot at home, and Jing comes to her room very sad. Then someone starts to hit the wall on her window. When she looks outside, she finds Teddy, and she comes to meet her outside. Here she finally realizes that it is not Teddy, but Nian Yu. Jing comes inside the house screaming, and the next day, on the last day, she doesn't go to college. Nianu also tries to convince her, but she doesn't get it. On the last day of the exam, she goes to college, where she sees that Nianu is very sick. She comes home and makes soup for her and secretly puts it in Nianu's locker. The soup tasted very strange, but Nianu still looks happy. Yang calls her and insults her. But then Zhang holds her hand and brings her out. Both the parents are very angry at this, but they can't do anything. Yang goes to Zhang and comes to Nianyu's house. Nianyu has to go to the bookstore, so he brings Yang with him. Yang cries a lot in the bookstore and tells Nianyu about what happened. Then Zhang comes and sees them, and she goes away very sad. The next day they learn that the orchestra band is getting a chance to perform outside. They face some difficulties, but Jing solves everything. In the hotel, Zhang Yang screams at Jing again, but this time she responds well and goes out of the hotel. Someone starts to annoy Jing when he is drunk outside. Then Nianyu comes and drives him away. Jing hugs Nianyu while crying, which causes him to panic attack, and he gets unconscious. Jing brings him back to the hotel. Yang comes to meet Nianyu. Here we learn from the words of Jing and Yang that Yang is Nianyu's neighbor, and they have been together since childhood. Nianyu's parents died long ago, after which he took care of his sister alone. But one day his sister got cancer. His sister died while hugging him in the hospital. That's why Nianyu always gets panic attacks from hugging. Yang leaves from there. Jing sleeps with Nianyu all night. The next morning, Nianyu looks happy to see Jing, and they both have a lot of fun. This is how the day of the performance comes. Before performing, Nianyu gifts the earrings to Jing. They perform very well, and their pictures are also in the newspaper. For this, everyone has a party to celebrate at night, and Yang Yu doesn't give any reaction. The next day, when they come back, Jing's stepmom calls her and Zhang to her company, where they get their wedding photos taken for their magazine. Jing and Zhang decide to spend more time together so that Jing's stepmom gets happy and doesn't get married soon and let them spend time together. Zhang makes his pictures famous in college, which shows Yang Yu in deep thought, the world, and rejects her confession. She starts crying. Ying forces Zheng to come to her to silence her, and then someone takes pictures with them. Ying's stepmom gets very angry, and she sends people to Yang's house and breaks everything. Yang comes to Nianyu's house crying, and she puts all this responsibility on Ying. This thing spreads in college too, and everyone starts thinking that Ying is bad. Ying fights with her stepmom at home. She locked him in the room. When Jing didn't come to college, Nianyu came to his house. He saw his stepmom fighting with someone at the door. He found out that Jing's real mom is someone else. He also found out from their fight that Jing's stepmom locked him in the room. He jumped into the house in worry and reached his room. Jing hugged him immediately. In front of the stepmom, Jing says bad things to Nianyu, which makes her stepmom leave the room. He leaves home sad and Jing starts crying. Nianyu gets an offer to study abroad, which he accepts. He leaves the job at the bookstore and Jing's diary is also left there. When Jing comes to the bookstore looking for him, the store owner returns the diary to him. Jing takes the diary and reaches the college looking for Nianyu, where he says goodbye to everyone. Jing comes closer to him, that Yang stops him. She shows pictures of her mother and threatens them. Jing steals the pictures from her and tells everyone the truth about her real mother in front of the whole class. But because of this, everyone starts treating her very badly. This goes on for a few days, but Nianyu then takes Jing's side and scolds everyone a lot. Because of this, everyone starts respecting Jing again. Jing tries to talk to her, but she doesn't talk to her much and leaves, and she decides to end all the connections. But Zhang was against it because he started liking Jing. He takes Jing away from him in some way, where some people start following him. The day of going out of Nianyu comes. Then Zhang tells him everything and apologizes. Then she tells him that someone wrote all the details about Jing and put it in his locker. Nianyu starts worrying about him. After seeing the pictures of Nianyu, it is understood where he is, and he immediately comes to the hotel behind him. With the help of Nianyu, these people come back to the college, where Jing knows that Nianyu is not there. To save her, she left her scholarship outside. Jing Nianyu comes to her and confesses to her, and finally they kiss each other. This is where their relationship begins. Jing finds out that her company has been bankrupted. But her stepmom finally comes to her senses, and she hugs Jing. They have to leave the house, and they come to live with Jing's real mom. He kidnaps Jing. Here we know that Jing's kidnapping was done by his stepmom's partner because he wants Jing's stepmom to marry him. Yang sees all this and as everyone. Everyone goes to the place where Zhang and Nian Yu fight against the kidnappers. Nian Yu saves Jing. Jing has to stay in the hospital for a few days where his two moms come to meet him. Finally, it's season end. After some time, Jing decides to leave college and spend her life. She comes to college for the last time, where Nian Yu proposes Jing with everyone's help in a very good way. And Jing happily hugs Nian Yu. This time, Nian Yu does not get a panic attack, which means that her trauma has also been cured because of Jing. After a few years, everyone goes back to their lives. Jing is her stepmom and real mom. Thank you for watching.